Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Choochagatari Unlimited Train Works. This is episode what, 5, 6 already?
Yeah,
We're
out
going
here.
for it.
Coming a long way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. For a twice a month podcast. Gotta keep it up. I'm your host John. With me are my two lovely co-hosts, Rose.
It's me, I'm here. We're here. We're all here. All of us. Crowds.
And Trixie.
Bird go. Hello.
Yeah, gotcha.
Bird
Gotcha.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. This week we are going to talk about Gatcha Man crowds as well as the other animes that we've been watching, because this is going to be a big week. Y'all, this is going to be a big episode. There's a new season premiering right now. Honestly, it's a little bit in flux because I think only a few of the shows have premiered so far. I think most of them are premiering next week. So, it's a little wonky. But some of the big shows have come out already. I mean, we'll talk about that later. For now, why don't we go ahead and get started with talking about Gatcha Man crowds. So, this is an anime made by Tatsunoko Production. It was directed by Kenji Nakamura, who also directed some pretty big anime here. He was an episode director on The Big O. He directed a show that people actually recommended to us not that long ago, that Trapeze show, which is pretty surprising. That's really interesting. He was the assistant director on Digimon Diaboromon Strikes Back, which you might recall is the second Digimon movie. That is that's not the one that was directed by the Wolf Children, and that one we're not talking about. Summer Wars, basically. He was an assistant director on the second Digimon movie, but I guess his biggest claim to fame would be Gatcha Man Crowds and its sequel series, Gatcha Man Crowds Insight. We're only going to be really focusing on season 1. But Trixie, you did watch all of it, as you usually do.
Yeah, I figured I might as well.
But that's fine. Let's see here. So Tatsunoko, if you are not aware, Tatsunoko is a very famous anime studio. They were one of the first. They've been around for ages. I want to say. You may know some of the things that they made. A little anime called Mach Go Go Go, aka Speed Racer. They made some hits as Tekkamon Blade, or just Tekkamon. They made such shows as Samurai Pizza Cats.
They damn well did.
Hell yeah.
And honestly, probably their biggest thing is Gatcha Man. They made Science Ninja Team Gatcha Man, the original, all the way back in 1972. And Gatcha Man Crowds was basically an anniversary celebration of Gatcha Man, even though it doesn't really have too much in common with it. It's just kind of it's a show about people that do the whole henshin transformations, much like the characters in the original Gatcha Man do. But other than that, it is extremely different. Original Gatcha Man is just kind of a tokusatsu kind of thing, but Gatcha Man Crowds is a show about a team of Gatcha Men, who team up to fend off alien threats that are attacking Earth. And I guess we can go over the characters real quick. The main character, the character that we follow the most, is Hajime, who is a high school girl who is just continuously happy. She is just ready to go at all times. She's always looking at the bright side of things, and she would rather attempt to make peace than just go out and fight.
It's like
one of the
an impossibility of how happy she is, like, constantly compared to literally everyone else on this show.
It's scary at times. Like there are scenes where, like, you know, the main villain will have killed a couple dozen people, and she'll just kind of stride up and be like, "Does this make you happy?" Oh, okay. Well, if it makes you happy,
God.
that's your thing. And she's more about trying to figure out a way to, you know, help people out instead of fight villainy itself. She's more about bringing more happiness to the world and letting that overwhelm the evil instead of actively fighting the evil, which is interesting, I guess. So she becomes a Gotcha Man when she is visited by a mysterious force, this mysterious man named JJ, who pulls a note out of her chest, which is basically this little, like, planner, and it's basically their transformation device, and it also lets them communicate with each other. Like, they can write things in it, and then everyone on the team can see it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cute. The next character is Sugane, who is a boy that is in her, like, in the same school as her. He is like a samurai kind of character. He's pretty, like, I feel like near the beginning of the show, he's a lot more important than he is at the end, because at the beginning, he's kind of there to, like, be Hajime's, like, straight man,
Yeah.
in a sense. Like, she's constantly trying to be like, here, I'm gonna solve this, I'm gonna fix this, and he's
Yeah.
just like, why aren't you, like, get out of the way, I just want to fight.
I feel like it's like a very good his existence is like subversive of the typical like gotcha man slash like this style of show presentation where it's like he would be the main character otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why he gets owned by
Yeah.
Hajime.
There's Joe, who is this real cynical, almost like a washed up has-been kind of guy. He is still powerful, but he doesn't have any kind of, like, purpose right now. He's just kind of drifting through life. He's working at he's doing a government job, but he doesn't really care about it because he doesn't feel like he's changing anything. He's just going through the paces. And that's basically his thing. He's also, like, Sugane's mentor. He saved Sugane when Sugane was younger and kind of trained him. And he's not really, like, trying anymore, basically. There is OD, who is this very flamboyant, like, alien guy, who's just also pretty constantly happy about stuff. He's always trying to cheer people up.
I wouldn't say he's very happy. I'd say he's just sort of like depressed, and then he's like, people should be happy.
He's trying to make everyone else happy, if anything.
Yeah, like he's putting on a face very much,
Yeah.
where he's trying to be happy around other people and trying to make sure that they're all feeling good, but he's miserable because his planet was destroyed and he doesn't want to see that happen to Earth. But he cares a lot for Hajime. Like, he talks a lot about how Hajime is, like, this shining star in the Gatchaman group, and he just, like, loves that she's there. And he especially loves that Hajime is being super kind to Utsutsu, who's the next character, who's this girl who at first is just walking around in her underwears constantly because she's so depressed she can't put on clothes.
Big mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, Hajime just keeps, like, interacting with her and brings her out of her shell, and it's really cute. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice seeing the, like you can just tell, like, how much better she's getting because she's, like, wearing clothes more, basically. Like, yeah, she's actually not, like, listless all the time. I actually read, I don't know how true this is, but I read a little thing from, I think it might have been, like, someone said it was translated from, like, a character design book, where I guess originally they were just going to make Utsutsu, like, just a sexualized character, and they were like, you know, what if we did something different with this girl just like laying around in her underwear?
Yeah, what if?
What if it wasn't? What if it wasn't for sexy reasons? What if it was just because she's depressed as shit?
Yeah, and I'm like, hell yeah, dudes, you got me.
Her dynamic with Hajime's the best developed one in like the entire show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like her catchphrase is like literally all she says for like the first half of the show. She just goes, "I'm gloomy,"
Yeah.
but after that she stops saying it, and it's great.
Not so much stop, it's just saying it a lot less.
She says it happily instead.
Yeah, that's true. And she has like a special ability where her right hand can drain life energy,
Hell
but her
yeah.
left hand can heal.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And let's see here. And then the last Gotcha man is Paimon, who's just a little panda man, like a tiny little mascot man, and he's supposed to be the leader of the Gotcha man, but he sucks at it because he's scared, and he just drinks constantly because he's so upset about it. He says that he hates being called a panda, but he has a bunch of panda merch in his room.
That's really weird. Don't know what that flex is. Like, I don't know what he's going for with that.
In denial.
He's in denial, but like,
Yes.
you don't get to the level that he's at, like, and still be in denial. I don't know what he is doing. I don't know what this little game he's playing is.
I think he's just too deep in denial about it with anyone besides OD.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the Gotcha man for there. And then there's some other characters here. The like secondary antagonist for this season is Rui, who is the creator of a social networking app called Galax. And they just basically they want to shift how the world works, because they create Galax, and one of the things that Galax can let you do is, say someone's in a car accident, if it notices that you're close by and you're like a registered nurse or you're a police officer or something, it'll just pop up and say, hey, do you want to go and help this person? You'll get points for it. And so people started to do that. Like there would be like more people were being helped, but Galax is being tainted by the villain of this show, Burger Cat.
Burger Cat.
Yeah. Who I need to admit I did not notice that it was Mamoru.
How did you not notice? What?
I didn't notice until like episode like 7 or 8, and then I was just like, because the thing with Mamoru Miyano, like you can tell it's him once he starts doing that like kind of like sing-songy like doo-doo-doo kind of thing, and like Katse didn't start doing that until around then, and I was like, oh okay.
I think I've just watched too much Steins Gate to be like,
maybe
like I've just been like, oh yeah, there it is, there's the voice immediately. I was like, oh yeah,
absolutely. So Katse is basically this super evil alien that destroys worlds, not by actively doing violence onto people, but creating scenarios where people will turn on each other. Like Katse has an ability that if they kiss someone, they turn into them, and then they can do something awful, and then that person will get the blame. So, you know, like Katse can kiss somebody and then, like, say, jump in a car and run over 10 people and just cause all kinds of mayhem, because now people are worried that people are just, like, you know, going nuts and ramming into folks. So Katse gave Rui some of the powers with Galax. Specifically, one thing that Galax can do is summon these creatures called crowds. And they're basically these like remote controlled bodies that people can use to, they're supposed to like help people. So, it would be like, oh, if there's a cave in or something, you just send a bunch of crowds in. They're super strong, and nobody will actually die if, like, it gets hit by a rock. So, it's just an easy way to do stuff. But Katse starts to put an idea in people's heads that Rui isn't giving enough.
Well, the way it plays out in the show is basically that people don't know that Rui's behind Galax at first, because Rui has the face of the whole social networking thing be X.
Yeah, Rui doesn't want any kind of attention. Rui doesn't want to be a hero. Rui thinks that wanting the fame and glory is a bad thing to look for. Like, Rui is kind of obsessed with anonymity. As time goes on, it becomes more and more apparent that the people that are that are doing the crowds, the 100 people that Rui has given the crowds power to, they want fame, they want attention for being heroes. And that just spirals off until Katse eventually starts to convince some of the more pissed off people that used to be crowds into just wreaking havoc and using crowds for their own evil means instead of using it for good. And that's basically the plot and the characters of Gatchaman crowds. So I guess we can go ahead and start talking about how we felt about it. Rose, why don't we go ahead and start with you? How do you feel about Gatchaman crowds?
I liked it. A couple of my girlfriends have loved the show forever. Like, I think since it came out, and I've always meant to watch it, so I'm glad I finally watched it. I understand why they like it, because it's very, like, positive, even when it's, like, down.
Yes.
In a way that I actually like, and it doesn't feel like very, like, I think it, like, has enough self-awareness about stuff that it's doing that it doesn't end up feeling like those moments in Shonen where it's like, just believe in your friends and you can do anything. Like, it's very much still going at times when it is positive, like, hey, shit's still going down and it sucks, but, like, hey, like, let's just try.
Yeah, the thing that I really dig about Gatchaman crowds is that it is a very realistic optimism.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it recognizes that people are going to get hurt, that the world is unjust, but that working together is the only way that there will be a better future.
Yeah, and I like, in that sense as well, how Hajime almost represents, like, an audience surrogate for, like, an old Tatsunoko show where it's like you see like these characters just like saying like, what are we gonna do? No, and like you as an audience member like, well, you just do this, like, hey guys, do this or whatever, and then they're just like, no, what will we do? And then they come to their own resolution. Instead, Hajime's there like, no, we're gonna do things that I want to do. Okay, guys, I came up with this amazing idea. We're going to have a streaming channel now, and we're just gonna stream every Sunday.
Yeah, like something that happens right at the beginning is initially the Gatchaman are fighting against these creatures called mess that are like stealing people and like just causing all kinds of mayhem around the city. But Hajime is basically just like, have you all ever tried like talking to them and seeing why they're doing what they're doing? And so she does that. She talks to them and they stop. And like the Gatchaman were saying like, yeah, we've been fighting them for ages, and she just stopped them by talking to them. And that kind of points to how a show like this, like a Gatchaman style show, would go on for like 100-something episodes fighting the same enemy. Like, why didn't they just try to figure it out before just jumping to fighting?
What's great especially is that it's not even just like she's optimistic. She's like absurdly optimistic to the point where it's uncanny and completely unrealistic, which kind of makes the show a lot better than it otherwise could have been. Like, it could have been a really, like, morbid, depressing, excruciating watch, but Hajime makes it so that it's not, which is really good. She's, like, the sole beacon of light in the show, which is all that she needs to be, really. to make it good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I really like Hajime. I like Rui. So before I read knew about the show, I read a quick wiki summarization of a couple things, and I was like, oh boy, how's Rui gonna be? Because, like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to even broach this.
I guess we should explain that, like, Rui is the way that the anime presents it is that Rui is. They say that Rui is a male, but
They're probably trans. What is this? Like, I read the wiki and they were like, "Oh, Rui wears this outfit to disguise themselves from cats," and I was like, "No, what? No, they don't. What? Like, they're just wearing it like all the time."
Yeah, Rui wears it all the time. Like, it's, like they're either like we're. You can assign whatever you want to an animated character.
Yeah.
But, like, they're either cross-dressing or trans. Like,
yeah.
It's fine.
But yeah, the show's not bad about it, really.
Yeah, no, there's like one scene where, like, Sugane's like, "What? That's a guy?" But, like, after that, like, that's it.
Yeah. And if anything, it's like, Bird Katsei seems almost like the more offensive character.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Bird Cats in a fight against OD at the end literally just keeps calling him Homo-chan. So, I mean, like...
Yeah.
Bird Cats is just a walking disaster.
Yeah, it's... I wouldn't want to touch that, me, with a 100-foot pole, but, y'all can figure that out.
I mean, aside from his Bird Cats' almost complete offensiveness and presentation, they're a good villain. Otherwise,
yeah,
it's a very interesting way to handle that whole, like, destroy the world scenario, where it's just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tap into the evil that men do, basically.
Yeah.
But I really liked that at the end of it, Rui turns it around on Bird Katsei and it's just like, yeah, everyone can be a dick when they're being anonymous, but at the same time, if you put that carrot in front of them, people are just as likely to be nice. I really like the ending of that. I was a little worried about when Rui was just like, I'm gonna let everyone use crowds. I was just like, okay, what? Huh? Like, how's that gonna change? And then, like, once Rui was just like, oh, I'm setting up all these games. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Where it's just like, if, like, I mean, it's like Pokemon Go. If in Pokemon Go, all of a sudden if they just went, oh, by the way, while you're out catching Pokemon, if you pick up a pound of trash, you get, like, an extra batch of Pokeballs. There would be no garbage in the fucking world anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that optimism coming through again.
Yep.
Absolutely.
My favorite character was Utsutsu, I think, in the end, because I think Utsutsu's whole arc is adorable, like we said. It's just, like, so cute seeing her, like, just very shyly even open up. Like, not just, like, all of a sudden she's like, oh, yeah, like, I'm just, like, just she's slowly, like, talking in more sentences and, like, helping more people and stuff like that, and just, like, not worrying as much. Like, I think, like, a scene that I really like, the show obviously wants you to like it because they flash back to it like 3 times, but when she, like, helps people in the tunnel accident thing or whatever, and the guy's just like, no, don't use your power or whatever, you'll get hurt, and she's like, whatever, I don't care, like, let me just do it, and then she's fine in the end. And it's like, yeah, that's, like, how everything works in society. It's like people going like, well, you can't do this because something might happen. And then it's like, oh, wait, actually it was good in the end. And nothing bad happened. Which I like that. I like that part of the optimism to it as well. Like, where it's like, so many things are like, I hate it. Gen Urobuchi is a famous person who does this in his works, where it's like, oh, someone's gonna, like, break conventions and do this thing to help someone, but they're gonna pay for it or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I hate that. And I like this instead, where it's like, they're breaking conventions to help someone. Oh, they're right. they're right to do that, which I think helps lend to their message about what they're trying to say about like society or whatever and Rui's goals and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, just like do it. Hey, what's gonna happen? You're gonna help someone probably.
Like helping other people can be draining.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard to help people a lot, but it's worth it in the end, you know? And again, the reason why she's able to do it too is because she's able to use some of the life force from Joe. Like Joe shows up and she starts to like absorb some of his life power to generate to others. So it's like, hey, us working together is really the only way we can do it. Like that's just the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking rules so much to see in a show.
I also wanted to, I think Tsutsu is also one of my favorite characters, but I think my favorite scene with her that like shows her like arc and also shows how like the kind of the Gotcha Man like group dynamic was as good as it was when Tsutsu is like frustrated trying to make the origami. And OD notices this because Hajime gave her like a piece of origami paper to mess around with because Hajime really likes crafts.
Yeah.
And Tsutsu is super frustrated with it, and then OD's just like, why don't you go next door and ask Hajime for some scissors? Because Hajime loves scissors. And so Tsutsu goes over and she's like, she asks for the scissors, and then she's just like, can you show me how to make this origami? And then you just see like OD in the background, just like super happy, like yes, I got them to work together. Like they're making friends. I'm so happy. It's so good. I love Tsutsu. I love OD. I love Hajime. They're all really good characters. I really like this show a lot.
Yeah.
Trixie, why don't you go ahead and talk about how you feel about Gatchaman crowds?
I really liked it. It was absurd, but I'm glad it was as absurd as it got. Even, I mean, you kind of glanced over it when you talked about JJ, but there was that whole scene of JJ taking the note out of Hajime that was very much something else, huh?
Yeah, it was wild.
I think that set the tone for the show, except for the weirdly sexual part of it, but... God. It was great. I like Rui. I even like Joe. Even though Joe's like a bland nothing kind of character, he's like not... He has actual motivation.
He's not offensive or anything, like
Yeah.
for sure. Like it's like
He's just a little boring.
he's just boring,
It's
yeah.
alright.
He has actual like character motivation and like reasoning to do shit instead of just being like a boring bland dude who punches things, which I appreciated. The main thing that I didn't like, because the more I talk about the show, the more I'm starting to like it. How about that whole clip show in the first half of the 11th episode,
Yeah.
which was
That was really weird.
I liked that a lot.
I liked it when it opened with Joe, because that was actually got me to notice, oh, hey, Joe's an actual character in this
Yeah.
show. Cool.
Yeah.
And then it starts doing that for all the other characters, and just kind of like, nah.
It was a little much, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but listen, maybe I'm like warped by my brain where it's just like every recap episode I've seen recently is just like a narrator going, and so Kirito went off and fought. Like it's just like it's like very generic. So I really liked the like
Yeah.
personal like them all going like, hey Hajime, you know, you really helped us here. You know, like them all like realizing that. Especially Pie. I like Pies.
Yes.
There. I thought that was cute. Like
It was really good of Pie Man to admit that he's a coward panda, but it doesn't make him terrible.
he's just a coward panda. He's not extinct anymore. I was gonna say pandas aren't going endangered anymore. So
Yeah. Good on Pie Man.
They started fucking.
get on
again?
Pie, yeah.
Yeah, they start fucking.
Hell yeah, Pie.
Go for it, dog.
Also, they really build up to OD having these amazing like powers, and you see almost none of that in the show. Apparently, what I learned from secondhand sources is that OD's power is literally like he disintegrates the world around him whenever he transforms, so he has to battle
Yeah.
super quickly. And that's not even like conveyed in the show, which
Yeah, because he does transform for a hot second to fight Katse, and they don't really show like any disintegration. Like he just kind of has like a bunch of like whip tentacle things that come out, and it's for like a couple of minutes, and there's not that much destruction.
Yeah.
Like not as much as you would think for him to be like, no, I can never transform. It's like, you sure? Because it's not that bad. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Because in the show, like, he talks about, like, yeah, no, like, the reason why my planet got destroyed was because I transformed trying to fight Katse last time. So, that's kind of the, like, explanation as to why he can't transform.
Which is, I mean, he has the coolest looking Gatchaman suit, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of sucks how you only see it for half a minute, maybe. He's good.
That reminds me of how, because it just, every time I think about OD, I think of when his top hat explodes in the opening, and I just think, the music for the show is, like,
Yes.
amazing. Like,
Rules.
So, yeah, that was something that I was going to touch on next. The music for this show was done by Taku Awasaki, who, I'm gonna list a couple of things that they worked on here. Soul Eater,
oh, yeah, all right.
JoJo Part 2,
Yeah?
Bungo Stray Dogs,
Okay.
and Katana Gatari,
Yeah.
All right.
Black
Okay.
Butler, and Rose
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann.
Oh, motherfucker, that makes sense. Hell. Hell, okay. Wow. All right. Yeah, the music owns. Like,
Yeah.
even just away from the opening and ending themes, I love the ending theme, like, a lot. Like, I was looking forward to it every time. But just the incidental and music and, like, the background music is so good. I love the one that's like, do 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 do. Whenever time that pops up, the, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm especially a big fan of, like, all the music that plays whenever Galax is a thing. It's so
Oh yeah.
upbeat and fresh. It's so good.
So, I think the one thing that Gatchaman Crowds truly succeeds at is being a snapshot of the internet. It's the crowds are very much like the anonymous faces of online. People are very quick once they're given anonymity to be absolute pieces of shit, and there's nowhere else you have to look than like Twitter. Like you see how many people are awful on Twitter, but you also it's the saddest thing that you look at what Rui does in the show and how like any kind of positive reinforcement or any kind of moderation would help those people get in line, stop what they're doing, or they'd be kicked out. And it's because the good people do outweigh the bad people. It's just hard to see that when the bad people are always the ones that can get away with stuff easier. That just shows how the internet is failing people right now, and how I think Gatchaman really realized that, like, what, almost 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
Is when Gatchaman Crowds came out.
I think, like, a good example of that is how, like, when they do the second Gotcha stream, where Rui comes on, and, like, everyone's making, like, trans jokes and stuff like that, and then, like, immediately, like, Rui does, like, I think Rui apologizes or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, you can immediately see, like, some people are still being shitheads, but, like, some people are like, all right, hey, they apologized, all right, like... And the same thing with the Prime Minister. When the Prime Minister does the stream or whatever, when he starts doing, like, funny meme things, everyone's like, oh, all right, yeah, no, you know what? Maybe this guy's cool.
It's, well, at first they were, like, upset about it, which is, like, jarring in today's age.
Yeah, sure.
Like, it seems unrealistic that, or rather nowadays it seems weird that people would overwhelmingly care about like a leader of a country going apeshit,
Yeah.
but you know.
I feel like it's different. Like, I feel like in Japan, maybe, like, it might be just, like, a difference of, like, how things are presented in back then, especially, I would say. Like, I feel like things have gotten a bit looser now, but, like, every time I've seen any political, like, meetings and stuff out of Japan, it's very, like, stiff and stuff. Like, you don't see a lot of, like, you wouldn't see Shinzo Abe on a fucking stream, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't
Yeah.
see him doing the Gotcha Man stream. He's too busy making Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah.
All right, so should I read off some opinions from
Yeah.
our listeners? All right. The first one here is from Gregory Zero. Now, again, their opinions do not have to line up with ours. We are just sharing opinions. So here you go. I liked Gatchaman crowds. Hajime and Rui were both very strong characters. OD couldn't decide if they wanted him to be a strong parental figure or a bad gay anime stereotype, and Itsutsu is only really eye candy a majority of the time she's on screen. The portrayal of the internet was handled very well for a show made in 2013. This show seems to be Gatchaman only a name, and honestly I don't think that's a bad thing. And I apologize that the Tumblr character limit's very small. I don't know, maybe next time you could just DM me on Discord or something, because, hey, why not? It's fine. Whatever you want to do. But, I guess to touch on some of those things, like, I could see why, you'd be against, a lot of the stuff that's in there. But, I get it. It's, like, even though they do kind of play things and put them on their head at times, it still can be a little annoying to be like, yeah, like, I get what they were going for by making Itsutsu too depressed to put on clothes, but also it is a little harny at times where she's still in, like, a bikini standing there not doing
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, it's not inaccurate to say that at least initially she is just the eye candy of the show.
I'm so jaded at this point. Like, I play the Neptunia games, y'all. Like, I'm out here. I don't know anything anymore. Like, I was just like, the entire time I was like, yeah, no, like, people just be like that. And I'm like, wait, no, people don't be like that. What am I? Oh, no. Help me.
All right. The next one is from Century Punk. Says, Gatchaman felt like a classic in 2013, but in 2018, what was biting political commentary is a little tame and unfocused now. The biggest deciding factor on enjoying, in my humble opinion, is if you find Hajime fun and optimistic or an annoying main character. Still a solid show with a good cast. Rui is nice, and Itsutsu is very cute. I want to cheer her up.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, I kind of don't know where you're coming from with the political commentary. I mean,
I think, like, if you think about, like, what this show was saying back in, like, 2013,
sure.
like, I feel like way more people would have been like, oh shit, like, someone's saying it. But, like, now we have, like, a ton of stuff coming out that's saying this, you know?
It's so, like, this show, I think it's aged well, even in hindsight. It just requires you to look at it in a perspective that you wouldn't usually watch anime with, just because of, like, how cheery and optimistic the show is at all times, which carries over with its political stuff as well.
For sure.
It's like, to give you an example, John, like, Tales of Berseria is a game that's very much like a, like, condemnation of, like, liberalism and stuff like that. Like, that's saying, like, hey, like, don't do that stuff. And that's, like, a lot of JRPGs right now. Look at Persona 5, stuff like that. Like,
Sure.
it's everywhere now. So, like, it's just sort of like, oh yeah, it's another one of these stories. But, like, back then, it would have been like, fucking Sword Art Online Part 2 just came out. Like, that was, like, the big thing. So, like, think about that.
Okay, fair enough. One more Gatchaman Crowd's opinion. And it's from Horror Errors, who says, Gatchaman Crowds is one of my favorite shows of all time, due to its optimism and how it treats social media. That and the cast feels very varied, especially in regards to queer representation, though I'm aware for characters besides Rui, little is specifically stated. The second season is even more political, though less good, and I hope you all watch it anyways at some point so you can learn about vape and yet another agender alien. So, I guess we'll start off our standard show by talking to Trixie because
Vape.
you actually...
Vape.
Yeah.
Violent ape. I hate that name so
Violent
much.
ape.
Violent ape.
You actually watched Insight, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Insight's definitely more political. Like, whatever was either subtext or secondary in Gatchaman crowds is at the forefront. They focus very much on social media and its continued influence, leading countries and all that. I actually like it more than the first season. I think it has another protagonist who is almost as good as Hajime.
Okay.
I guess if you didn't like the political aspect of the first season much, or you found it kind of whatever, then Insight's probably not gonna look as good. But I enjoyed it. It's still just as like very, I would say it's more optimistic than the first season even. It's actually what got me.
Okay.
It's what got me to realize Hajime was like, why Hajime was so good. Like, because in that show, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying to think of how to say. Hajime is still very good. She is even more optimistic and more cheerful. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Thank you for that. I'm definitely planning on checking it out, but, we'll see.
The only bad thing about it, I would say, is that it doesn't have any... Like, it just kind of throws you right into it if you haven't watched either the prequel episode or the director's cut episode of episode 12 of Gatchaman Crowds.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mention something that really threw me for a loop, and I don't know what the fuck. So if you just watch what's on Crunchyroll, at the end of the last episode of season 1, Hajime just like has Katse as her like bow on her shirt or her scarf or whatever.
It's not that. It's like Katse is like literally inside her, like a part of her soul now.
What?
So
She asked him to.
Please explain to me.
the director's cut of that episode expands on that. After Hajime is done restoring everyone who is using crowds for evil with the big smalls, my favorite named thing in this entire show. She goes to find Katse, and they have a showdown, which basically consists of like their usual back and forth banter, and then as Katse tries to attack Hajime, she kisses Katse and absorbs it inside of her while she's a gotcha man. It's something else, especially because that entire sequence of her absorbing Katse inside her body is 2 minutes in a single take of her just writhing on the ground yelling in pain, which is, I guess, probably why they didn't put that in the episode proper. And then that's it. Katse is just a part of her now.
Alright, well, that's fucking weird, but alright.
See, I didn't even need that. See, like, you just showed me, like, the ending. I was just like, oh, yeah, she said meet me outside the station. And then she was at the station. I was like, yeah, all right, sure. Like, yeah, this is all right. Yeah, something happened.
I really like how Gatchaman Crowds ends without just, like, skipping right to the ending. You know?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's carefree and loose, much like Hajime herself, to a fault,
true.
maybe.
Like I'm not I'm not necessarily bothered by it. I'm just like, that's fucking weird. I'm like, all right, whatever. All right, well, that's Gotcha Man Crowds. Thanks for listening, everyone. We talked about that shit for 45 fucking minutes, so we have to move on.
Woo! That's what the show's about.
I know. I'm just scared about the edit. It's fine, though. So let's see here. Rose.
Yeah. Hi.
Why don't you let us know about some of the stuff that you watched recently?
All right. So I honestly have not watched that much because a lot of my weekly animes, like Slime Anime, there was only one episode in the meantime. Not much happened. Sword Art Online only had one episode, but I can talk about it because I don't think I talked about it last time too much. But or it was
Go ahead if you dare.
nothing. So Sword Art Online has now put in like 2 Fate voice actors, just like as clones of each other, which is really weird. One is voiced by I forget their name, but the voice actress who voices Nero in Fate, and she's just this little librarian who says "umu" all the time. And I was like, all right.
Oh boy.
And then they have the main antagonist they revealed is this sexy woman who is voiced by Maya Sakamoto, I think. So just Jeanne d'Arc. And boy,
Shiki.
yeah, and Shiki. And boy, you can tell she's doing the different voices for those two exact voices that I said and you said, Trixie.
Oh my god.
Because she has to pretend to be the nice god or whatever, and then also evil murder person. I have no idea what this show is doing because Kirito is acting like he's in a real world. He's in a video game. He knows he's in a video game. I don't know what's going on. He's like, I'm going to save everyone. And I'm like, Kirito, these are NPCs. Kirito. See, this is the thing that's getting me about Sword Art Online, this new one. Kirito doesn't seem to give a shit that he's in a video game. He's just sort of rolling with it. Which I guess, like, this happens to you the 4th time or something, and you're just like, fucking whatever,
Yeah.
dude. But, like, he doesn't seem to care about, like, fixing it. Like, usually, like, because, you know, like, the plot of the original Sword Art Online is, like, they want to get out, right? They got to get to the end of the game to get out of the game. Or, like, to stop murders that are happening and stuff like that. And then it's just, like, this is just, like, he's just going through the motions. I think it's been, like, a year now. Like, he went to school. He graduated. He got arrested and sent to prison.
As you do.
There was this fun bit that I actually really liked in the last episode, which was... Actually, I think I talked about this last time because it happened at the end, where it's like they broke their chains off and, like... We're like, yeah, I talked about that. That was good. And then they used those chains in a fight, and that was pretty funny because there was like this big Nightman who's like, I'm so cool. And then they just hit him with some chains, and he was like, ah.
Nice.
And I was like, wow, this is epic, guys. Yeah, that's all you need to know. But the first core has ended. God help me. There's 3 more.
Godspeed.
52 episodes. I'm enjoying it mostly. I sound like, but it's, like, inoffensive, mostly, except for that one rape scene thing that happened. But, like...
Oh, you know, just that teensy little thing.
that whole episode. But, like, if you removed that, like, there's a lot less of the weird Sword Art Online harem-y stuff going on. Like, the entirety of, like, Sword Art Online 2's second half, I think, is, like, legitimately just all the girls being like... Man, you ever see Kirito? Man, you ever see Kirito? And then Kirito's sister being like, you ever see Kirito? And I'm like, stop this. Stop. Get away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God.
Alright.
But yeah, that's Sword Art Online.
Thanks for the update. Are there any other quick things you want to touch on?
I finished Nisekoi, as I mentioned a couple times. That show keeps going, right? It stopped.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. It had such a weird ending where the entire second half of the second season was basically just about one of the main characters, Onodera. She's voiced by Kana Hanazawa. Very, like, just sheepish. She's the girl that the main character has a crush on.
Okay.
and she has a sister who starts school or whatever. And, like, the sister has heard that, like, the main character just is surrounded by, like, 6 girls all the time. So she's just, like, terrified of him and wants to kill him. And, like, the last 6 episodes of that show are about her, like, trying to kill him.
Oh my god.
It's really weird. It just, like, completely takes up what that show is about for, like, the entire last half. It's, like... Except for one episode, which was a magical girl episode, which was the worst.
Oh my god.
Huh?
There was an episode where they were all magical girls, but the joke was, haha, every time you transform, you're naked for a full minute
Oh, shit.
Classic
before your
comedy.
costume goes on, and they just showed that. And I was like,
Oh, no.
Shaft, stop.
Really classic comedy.
Shaft, don't you get your horny enough out in Monogatari? Like, isn't this enough?
guess
Like, why?
not.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that episode sucked. Just all the way. And then it made me go like, oh, can't we go back to the sister trying to kill him? Like, can we just go back to that? Or the weird American girl who has shown up and is a hitman and is named Paula.
Pretty good.
Wait a minute. Isn't that almost Kill Me Baby?
Oh.
Hey, maybe. Hey, maybe. But no one's getting arrested for smoking weed. Yeah. In the end, I don't think the second season needed to exist. That's my Nisekoi review. I feel like they could have just ended it on the first season. I know it's based off of manga, which just ended 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, hey, it keeps going.
It keeps going. But, like, there's no sign... Like, I think the very ending of the last episode is just, like, really weird, honestly. Like, it doesn't feel like an ending. Which, like, because maybe they planned on, like, you know, we're going to do more, like, later down the line. But they haven't. This was back in, like, 2014, I think. Just, like, the last episode is just Chitoge, losing her ribbon, and then they spend 15 minutes finding it, and it's just so weird because they already had an entire episode describing about her ribbon, like, way earlier. So it's just sort of like, so this is the ending we're going with? Question mark? And then, like,
Okay.
It was just weird. The weird show. I don't know. Watch season 1, I guess. Maybe. It's fun.
Anything else real quick?
I liked Boogie Pop. That started.
Yeah, so the new season has begun.
Yeah.
Do you have any concrete opinions about Boogie Pop?
So, it's based off of light novels. You can tell.
Boogie Pop!
What's wrong with Boogie Pop? They pop out to fight the boogeymen, or whatever they said.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Boogie Pop says that. Boogie Pop's a motherfucker.
So what's the boogie part supposed to...
The boogeyman.
Boogeymen.
Oh, okay. So
Of
it's not
society. No, yeah.
like... Okay.
Not like what you're... What are you thinking? Are you thinking like just the... Oh my god.
I was thinking of
What?
the music boogie. Like...
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
If you watch the Boogie Pop Phantom series that they made in like 2000, they were definitely going for that with the opening there.
Oh, good then.
Okay.
But yeah, I like it. It's about like, I guess, like, just like weird supernatural stuff happening at the school or whatever. It's told non-linearly, which means it's all out of order. I love that. I eat it up because I love being confused and then going like, oh, this is when this happened. Yeah, well, maybe not for you, okay? But
Yeah.
I love it because it's like,
Sure.
oh, this is cool. I get to figure out like, oh, this happened then. Oh, this is cool. Like, what's another game? Like Alan Wake. I love the game Alan Wake
Yes.
because of that thing where it's like, oh yeah, like you get the manuscript pages and it describes an event. It could be an event that happened like 2 chapters ago and it gives you more information, or it could be something that hasn't happened yet and you have no idea when it will happen. And I think that's cool.
For sure.
I like Alan Wake because he says manuscript so much in that game.
The
that it stops
manuscript.
being a word.
Manuscript.
My manuscript.
Manuscript.
The manuscript.
Hey, Alan, where's your manuscript?
The manuscript.
So,
Jeez.
I also eat up that non-linear shit, but that first episode was such a drag because of that main dude. His name I already forget.
Oh,
Like, I hope he's not in the show much.
he
because
shouldn't be, from what I've heard.
Okay, because he is the most boring thing of the entire show.
Want to hear something funny, Trixie? I fucking apparently I found this out because I was tweeting about it. People are upset that boy wasn't in it more.
Oh my god.
They were like going like, "Oh, he's my favorite character.
Fuck.
He's supposed to talk more," but they cut out all his parts.
I mean, maybe they just happened to cut out literally everything that could have made him interesting. in
they
any
should have
way.
just yeah.
I saw some folks talking, like some anime Twitter folks talking about Boogie Pop, and they were like legitimately confused that they started with this like story because that dude is really unimportant, and the way that they posit him as important would be confusing to people because he's like in like 3 or 4 episodes he's like never gonna show up again.
Yeah.
God. That's such a weird way to start the anime then.
Yeah, like, a lot of people who have like read the light novels or watched the old show were like, why are they starting with this guy? Like, why are they positing him as a main character? He's not gonna be around.
I guess in fairness, since it's like a reboot, they can like restructure it however they want. And I'm sure he's more interesting than the other Boogie Pop stuff. I guess.
I just really like how Boogie Pop is just like, yeah, I'm gonna go fix some shit at the school or whatever, and the guy's like, just like days go by, and he's like trying to figure out like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, what is this shit? And then he goes to the roof and he's like, so Boogie Pop, what's happening? And Boogie Pop's like, I solved it.
I solved it.
Bye.
I'm done. Bye.
Jumps off the roof, and it's like, what? Like, what is this? And I was like really into that, honestly. Like, that's what made me go like, oh, okay, I'll watch episode 2 now. When I was watching it, like, I was just like, yeah, sure. And then like I found out like, oh, it's out of order, and I was like, oh, that's sick. So that's gonna be like, oh, the entire show happens like during that time. I think I'm into it. I really love the music also for every part of it.
Yeah.
Like the incidental music is just cool. It's very like mysterious, I think is how I would describe it. Like it's very like something like peeking out of the mundane that I really enjoy. And it's fucking called Boogie Pop.
Its biggest strength and its biggest weakness.
I think, yeah, it is. Like, Boogie Pop.
That sounds like something that I would blurt out if someone was like, "Hey, John, what are you thinking about?" I'm like, "Boogie Pop."
Me unironically. I'm just like, remember when Boogie Pop jumped off the roof? What the hell?
Boogie Pop's design is pretty good.
I love it, yeah.
It's maybe the most easily cosplayable like thing ever. It's just like a pillowcase and a bed sheet, and there you go.
I'm googling this character.
It's my avatar on one.
Yeah, they are just wearing like fucking pillowcase.
Yeah, it owns. Well, so John, Boogie Pop is an alternate personality of one of like a girl, is the thing. So it's just her wearing that outfit, and then she's Boogie Pop.
There's, I think, like a novel is just called Boogie Pop and Others.
That's what the anime's called. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this Boogie Pop adaptation. The other one is Boogie Pop Phantom, which is
Yeah.
Y'all are drunk as fuck.
It's funny, Boogie
Whatever.
Pop, Boogie Pop. Just keep saying it. It's funny. It's like manuscript, like we were saying. Just keep saying Boogie Pop.
manuscript
The
Boogie
Boogie
Pop.
Pop manuscript.
The Boogie Pop manuscript. It was scattered across the town.
God.
Christmas. All right, so I watched some new stuff myself. The 2 new things that I watched Mob Psycho 100 Do,
Hell yeah.
and I watched Lord El Meloy Prologue.
Hell yeah.
Rail Zeppelin.
So, yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't
just
even
call it
know.
Lord
I just call it
Elmaloy, Grace Note, Rail Zeppelin, or whatever that title is.
it's Detective Waver. Fuck it. I don't care.
It's Wizards of Waverly Place.
God.
Fuck off. Get out of here with that shit.
It was a good one. Sorry.
It was, but fuck off still. So I'll start off with Detective Waver. I really liked it.
Yeah, me too.
I liked it a lot. I haven't seen it's Fate Zero that Waver's from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, I haven't seen Fate Zero yet. I mostly just know him from what I've seen in Fate Go. But yeah, I really, really liked it. He's a very interesting character. I like Gray a lot too. I like their dynamic a lot. I like that his whole thing about like not wanting to see her is because she's basically a Saber face and he just doesn't want to think about Saber.
Yeah.
It's very good. It was really cute and fun and interesting, and I love the world. I legitimately didn't know what time period it was for a while. I thought like, oh, is this set in like, you know, Elizabethan times? And then they were driving in a car, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's like either the 2000s or the 2010s in that
I think
general
it's
time period.
Yeah, I think it's a 2010. There's a bit where they talk about how like so Waver's whole thing in Fate Zero was Iskandar. He summoned Iskandar, and they're like very good friends, and
Yes.
he wanted to summon him again to this is a joke from the manga that this is based on. He wanted to summon Iskandar again in the Fate Stay Night Holy Grail War, just to like see him again, and he just was too overworked at the clock tower to go to the Holy Grail War. So he just has like all this stuff lying around for Iskandar. That's why he's wearing like Iskandar. He wears a T-shirt towards the end of the episode, John. That's a T-shirt he gave Iskandar in Fate Zero that Iskandar wore.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like I've seen pictures of like Iskandar like stretching the shirt out.
Yeah.
Fucking ripped as shit. It's very good. But you know, it's very cute. It's very fun. It's very great. Like I haven't read the manga or the novels that it's based on. Is it gonna be more of a like each week is a different mystery, or is it gonna be like a long thing?
There's some arcs.
Okay,
but it's a lot of them.
Being more... Okay, good. Because I feel like I would want to see more like little stories than one overarching arc. Because that's kind of what mysteries are.
Yeah, no, it won't be like an overarching arc. It'll just literally be like it's people going to Waver, basically, and being like,
because like the synopsis I've seen for the show seemed to indicate it was just like a one story, which seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, no, it's at least from what I've read like a fourth of it maybe, because I found out about this a few months ago because someone was like, hey, you ever see the saber with a scythe? And I was like, excuse me, and I read a bit of it and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. It's called Case Files for a reason. That's what I'll say. Like it's gonna be like there'll be a couple like probably like maybe 2 or 3 episode arcs, but like yeah
that's fine. Yeah, I kind of wanted something to fill that like adventure-y, like Lupin hole that I have right now because there's not a Lupin show on right now.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll slot in real nicely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I love urban fantasy. That's like one of my favorite genres, Durarara and stuff like that. So I'm super psyched to have a Fate show that isn't just super edgelord time all the time.
Yeah, like there's some humor here. It's cute. It's fun. I like it. And the other show I watched that I also really liked... Oh, I guess I should mention, Detective Waver is not actually airing this season. It's a summer show. But they put out, like, I guess the prologue now for some reason. I don't know.
It's because it's
really good, though.
They did a Fate Fest, and they were like, hey, we're going to do this in the manga anime.
Okay.
Speaking of the manga anime...
Oh, wait, are they doing a full anime for Learning with Manga?
No, they just... As far as I'm aware, they're not. They just did that one 15-minute video.
Because I was going to say, if they did, we're, like... Society's going to collapse.
The internet ends.
It already like did you so like Trixie, you saw it,
Yes, I
right?
did.
Okay, John, did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It was fucked up.
It was, yeah.
It was fucking insane. I don't even know where to start with that shit.
Here's where I know how to start. I love that Gudako and Gudao, the male and female protagonists, had the same voice actress, just doing a different voice. I loved that.
Really? That's really good.
Yeah, it's the fucking Azumanga Daioh girl.
Yeah.
Like, and I thought that was great.
Hearing her voice was so weird, since that's the only thing I know her from.
That's funny.
I
mean, like, just seeing Attila just doing the wiggle dance all the time is very good.
It's so good.
So fucking
I was so glad they animated my favorite of the comics, which is the comic where Altera goes into the future and is like, let's see the future of Fate go, and there's just blood everywhere, and it's like they added a ranking system. And there's just like, if you get top of the rankings, you get this 6-star servant, and it's just Saber wearing a bikini.
God. Yeah.
It's very good. Gotcha is bad civilization.
It is.
It really
Altera's
is.
right.
They'll probably just end up doing more of those like mini shorts if they ever.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like they will.
There's like 70 chapters now of Learning with Manga. There's more material they can squeeze out.
I mean, whatever. Just give Rio more money. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love to see. I love his fucking art style so
Same.
much.
Especially animated, I really liked how that looked.
I was surprised at how well
Yeah.
that was animated.
We still need to launch a GoFundMe to have Rio draw new site avatars for Chooch.
Now
I would fucking die
that'd be good.
That would be
drawing all of us in that style. Oh my god.
Rio is good civilization.
Absolutely. But so the other show that I watched that's new this season is I watched the first episode of Mob Psycho 102.
Yeah.
That was sensational. It was so good.
I
I love Mob.
I was surprised at how like into it went right from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked season 1. I knew that I was going to like season 2, but I just was not. I was surprised at how just boom out of the gate it was great. Because the first season meandered a little bit at first before it really hit its stride, but I felt like season 2 was just it gave Mob something really interesting to do. It really personified the kind of people that are around him very quickly, and it was funny and warm and sad, and it was everything that Mob Psycho should be. And he's already at like 21% to another explosion, so that's pretty. That's gonna be pretty wild.
For real.
I love that fucking show
Same.
so much.
It's so good.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting to watch it because I watch it in a group. So I've just been waiting. Listen, listen, you know my fucking deal. But I read all the manga because when I read One Punch Man before they made the first anime for One Punch Man, and then I found out like, oh, they also made Mob Psycho. I was like, oh, cool. And I read Mob Psycho before they even made One Punch Man season 1, I think. And I'm like, they made One Punch Man season 1. I was like, this is sick. Can't wait for them to make fucking Mob Psycho. That's gonna own if they do ever do that. And then they announced Mob Psycho, and I was like, fuck yeah. And now I'm just sort of like, man, I don't really care if they animate more One Punch Man. I just want Mob Psycho to go all the way, just all the way.
Yeah, Mob Psycho's definitely the better of the two.
Hey, I mean, that's just what happens when you make something sincere versus parody. Like, that's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I'm so glad the animation is the same, because I know, like, One Punch Man's not gonna be the same animators when it comes back, but this is... I mean, I watched the trailers and stuff for season 2, and I was like, woof, yeah, alright, let's go.
It doesn't even just look the same. It looks better, but while still looking like the manga. That's another thing I like about it over One Punch Man, is that it keeps the manga's art style to a degree.
Yeah.
which is really
For sure.
good.
Yeah, highly recommend both of those shows. Obviously, Detective Waiver there is just the one episode, but I still think everyone should check it out. And definitely watch Mob Psycho. I was honestly thinking about making Mob Psycho the anime that we watch, the season one, but I didn't. I talked about it with y'all, and Rose was right, and I agree that I wouldn't want to overwhelm folks. So I guess I'll just say check it out if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Trixie, why don't we touch base with you? So you mentioned you watched the Learning with Manga thing. You watched the other Fate show that was on recently.
Yeah.
It just ended. The today's menu for Emiya Family. Why don't you tell us about how you feel about that?
It was really good and really, really cute, which is exactly what I was watching it for. I am very surprised at how like genuine it felt, considering that Fate just feels so edgy and like grimdark, even though I am for that. So just seeing a nice, like, simple Fate thing was such a relief. The God, it made me really hungry as well. I just seeing Shiro cook food like that, like, damn, I need to go to the grocery store and start working on this today.
Yeah, they make really tasty looking food. It's really neat to watch.
It's a lot of easy stuff too, friends. You can
Yeah.
just do it at home. I've made a few of those.
But I'm tired.
Listen, you don't think Emiya is tired? You don't think Shiro is tired?
I don't give a shit. I'm tired.
I'm making the Pikachu meme face right now. Like, oh my god.
Oh, wow, okay. Look.
You just need to get a beautiful wife like Shiro.
Look, it's easier said than done, okay?
I mean, yeah. We can't all be as lucky as Saber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised to learn that it was another UF-table join, considering it looks different from their other Fate stuff, but different in a good way. They did have one episode where they spent all their fighting scene budget on, which was impressive.
Yeah.
God. The fucking Christmas episode, the second Christmas episode. Everyone's cute. Berserker was cute as well. Ku's cute.
I don't know why, but every time he showed up in that show, I just kept thinking about how they need to bring him to a Big and Tall men's warehouse.
God.
Yeah.
Put him in a suit.
Please. I'd kill for that.
I want to see him in like a pea coat, like the one I have. That's what I want to see Berserker in.
Oh, that'd be such a look.
You would have to have like those fucked up like arm spike things coming
yeah.
out though. What do you think would look better if they like mended some fabric over it, or if it was sticking out? What do you think would look better?
If it was sticking out.
I agree.
Right. Okay.
Like,
There you go.
that-
We figured it out.
that's just part of his look.
Yeah, that's part of the look. You can't hide it. Flaunt it.
Yeah.
Flaunt it. It was really good. I liked it a lot. It was such a warm show. Very fun. Again, if you don't care about Fate, I think you could even check that out. Like, I like that a lot of the Fate spin-off stuff is still really fun, even if you don't care that much about the main Fate stuff.
For sure.
Like, you can watch Emiya and, like, Detective Waiver and not care about the original stories and still get something out of it. Still have a good time with it.
Yeah. I really loved that they did a flashback episode in the cooking show with a young Shiro, young Taiga.
Yeah.
That was so
Taiga.
good. God, I love
And
Taiga.
dying Kiritsugu.
Yes. Kiritsugu looking as sharp as always. I love Taiga as well.
Taiga's so good.
Shout out to Taiga for being the best Taiga.
Shouts out to Jaguar Man.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just grailed Jaguar Man twice.
Congrats.
That'll be me soon.
Thanks. She's so good.
So good.
So, So, Trixie, you also like blew through a another anime. Tell us about the Sound and
Sound Euphonium, yeah.
Yes, tell us about Saint. Why can't I say Sound Euphonium?
It's a tongue twister.
I played Euphonium in high school.
Oh, nice. How was it?
Yeah, it was very scary. I quit. I was in band for a year, and I quit because everyone was fucking each other, and I felt weird about
Oh
it,
my
so I
gosh.
left.
That is very unfortunate, and
Yeah,
that sounds like high school for sure.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I should have stayed because,
I mean,
never mind. Never mind. Uh,
um,
don't worry about it.
uh,
Tell us how you felt about Sound Euphonium.
Sound Euphonium's a really cute Ani show. About Kumiko, who plays the euphonium, stepping up to improve her new high school's concert band. There's a lot of great characters. Show looks gorgeous, like movie quality, throughout the entire show. Especially the instruments. The instruments are like, they fucking look like they almost had a whole other separate team like you would get for mechas designing those instruments.
Yeah, they just look like pictures of the instruments, but animated.
Yeah, it fucks me up as well when they do like actual 3D CG and the instruments still look pretty much exactly as beautiful as ever. It's I started with Liz and the Blue Bird because I heard that was a standalone movie, and the concept for that seemed really interesting. And that movie is fantastic. It's about two of the minor characters in the show, Mizori and Nozomi, performing together for a play, Liz and the Blue Bird, and it is it. I didn't expect the entire series to be like trauma heavy, but it is. And I'm kind of glad it is. It's very mature, for the kind of drama it's going for. Like a lot of it is a simple high school stuff, which shows usually just like don't pay much attention to or belittle or whatever because they're just like high schoolers. But the show seems to genuinely care for its characters and its setting, which was really heartwarming. Shout out as well to the music, especially. Very, like, obviously the music would have to be good, but music's like real good.
Alright, so thank you, Trixie, for talking about Sound Euphonium there. She had to jet, though. She wasn't feeling too hot, so everyone send Trixie some well wishes. But we're going to keep the show on the road. As they say, the show must go on.
Yeah.
So, I guess I will talk real quick about how fucking weird Pokemon's been getting.
Yeah, tell me about this.
So, the last arc, I talked about it last episode, but the last arc was about Ash getting sucked into another dimension.
Yeah, I remember you saying that was the weird, like post-apocalypse almost, or whatever. What was it? It was like a world without Pokemon or something. What was it?
It was an alternate dimension where it was a Lola, but what's the Guzzlord showed up
Yeah,
and
that was
destroyed
it.
everything. So they evacuated all the people, and it was this like alternate universe version of that. And then they wrapped that up, and that was really weird because of how like serious it was. They were straight up saying like, "Oh, Ash, Guzzlord will kill you," and I was like, "Really? You're talking about fucking Guzzlord eating and digesting Ash? Like that's fucked." But they stopped Guzzlord, and they had a shiny Tapu Koko for a second, and I was like, "Oh, that's that." But then Ash shows back up, and the next day they're like, "Oh, by the way, fucking Misty and Brock are showing up. They wanted to come visit for a holiday." And it was just really wild because for the first episode that they're there, Brock is barely around. He just goes to a Pokemon Center because he's like, "Oh, I'm a Pokemon doctor now,"
Oh, yes.
which is really weird. Yeah, because like for years and years and years, he was a Pokemon breeder.
They removed that in
And
Let's Go, so they can't talk about it anymore.
yeah, so he's a doctor now, which honestly I feel like that's what they should have done from the start because all the stuff with him was like he's talking about how Pokemon interact and he was also the one that was like always feeding them and always treating their wounds. So it kind of makes more sense for him to be a doctor anyway, so like that's fine. Like I like that they're going with that. It was just kind of funny that he was always like, yeah, I'm going to be a Pokemon breeder. I'm going to be a breeder for like what, 15 years
Yeah.
and now they're changing it.
Midlife
But
crisis.
yeah, whatever. But he's just like stuck in a Pokemon Center with Nurse Joy because he's trying to impress her. But I mean, he's also trying to help out, but he's also doing Brock's whole thing. So like Ash and crew bring Misty to an island and they ride a Mantine and it's mostly just like a bunch of scenes of them all hanging out and being friends with Pokemon. And then Team Rocket shows up in a fucking mech. Like, you know, Team Rocket shows up in mechs
Yeah.
sometimes, but this one is like legit based on a Gundam. Like I posted about it on Twitter and one of your girlfriends tweets at me and it's like, yeah, that's the Justice Gundam from Gundam Seed. Like they colored a Meowth mech just like the Justice Gundam.
Huh.
And I was just like, holy shit, that's fucking crazy. And so they fight that, and there's like this whole scene where, Misty has a fucking Gyarados now, and it mega evolves, and it does all this crazy shit. And that was really cool. And then the next episode, Brock shows back up, but Brock's like, I really want to meet Olivia. He is horny as shit for Olivia.
Of course.
And so they go to the island that Olivia's on, and they like Brock and Olivia have a battle and they're not like flirting, but there's very much this like, oh, I think they actually kind of have a thing going for each other. Like Brock starts doing his general like, madame, may I please have some coochie, but she's like kind of into it though. Like she's like, oh wow, like she thinks he's cute. And so finally Team Rocket shows up again and they are literally in the Devil Gundam from G Gundam. Like it is literally the Devil Gundam. Like it's not just like, oh, this is the color. Like no, it's the fucking tiny Meowth body thing on top of the gigantic thing with all the tentacles. Like it's the fucking Devil Gundam.
Hey,
And
listen, the people who like that show make that show clearly like a lot of old anime. Like,
yeah, they do, and I love that they love it because
Yeah.
they even like when Olivia does the Z move to destroy the Devil Gundam, she basically does the like poses that the main character does from G Gundam. Like it's just one huge G Gundam reference, but they kind of just end it without really saying if Brock and Olivia are gonna be together or anything like that. Like she seems like she's into him, but like not fully. Like she's kind of still like, really? But like, because her whole thing is that she's really unlucky in love too. Like, and she's really clumsy. She like falls over a lot and stuff. But I don't know. I guess I mean, if Brock shows up again, maybe they're gonna be like, oh, finally Brock's got a girlfriend, and it's Olivia from Alola. Which, you know, I guess that's something. It's been like 15 years. You can finally friggin' the quest for Coochie rages on, I guess. I don't know. It was just weird. It was really weird seeing all that Gundam stuff and seeing the like alternate universe. And there's a scene where Guzzlord like falls down a pit and he just sounds like a man screaming. Like he just goes,
that's horrifying.
Like,
oh my god.
It's so weird. It seriously just sounds like a man falling. But yeah, it's weird. I think the next episode they're gonna introduce Meltan, the like new Pokemon from Let's Go, and I think they're also going to introduce the last trial captain or Island Kahuna, whatever. Yeah, the last Kahuna. So I guess they're kind of starting to wrap up Sun and Moon, even though there's like 2 things that they could still do because they haven't done any Team Skull stuff. They still haven't. and I guess they could do the Rainbow Rocket stuff. Like I had completely forgotten about that, but there was actually a scene where Team Rocket's like talking about, oh, we've been failing. Like Jesse and James are talking about how, oh, we've been failing so often. The boss must hate us. And in the background, you actually see like the Rainbow Rocket building. So maybe that's kind of like them trying to allude, like, yeah, we're gonna do Rainbow Rocket. Don't worry about it. Which would be especially interesting because, hey, Rainbow Rocket includes all the old like team leaders and shit. So I wonder how they're gonna do that, because I don't remember. I mean, I haven't really watched Pokemon in years, other than Sun and Moon. So I don't know if, like, you know, if Archie and Maxie are still like bad guys at the end of that season. You know, did they, like, I don't know if any of those characters repented, because you know how animes are. Sometimes they end up being good guys at the end. So that might be weird. But I guess we'll find out.
So is it like nearing its end, or do you think it has a lot left?
I mean, it has a good amount. Like I think it'll definitely be able to bring itself to the next gen. Like, I was a little worried about it, but I think it can, because they got the last Kahuna, which I guess they're gonna do that. They can have a little bit of an arc where they go over like Meltan and stuff like that, like, and do some of the new stuff from Let's Go. They have Team Skull. They have Guzma. They haven't touched Guzma at all.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, and they have Rainbow Rocket. Like, Guzma hasn't shown up at all. So, and they have Rainbow Rocket. So they have a good amount of stuff. And then they might even do the Pokemon League. They might not, but, I mean, at the very least, at the end, like, Kukri might just be like, oh, I'm gonna start up a Pokemon League here after you leave. Come back sometime and challenge it. Which, who knows if
And
they
they
do that,
won't.
but, yeah, they won't. But, I'm pretty sure they have enough material to last them until next gen comes out.
Which is this year, right?
Yeah,
Now I
it's
think
this
about
year.
that, damn.
I just can't believe they haven't touched Guzma at
That is
all.
crazy. As everyone loves Guzma. That's what gets me. Is like
Yeah.
fan reception to Guzma is the highest of like any villain, I would say, in that.
Yeah.
Like, easily. That's so weird.
I legitimately wonder if they won't do it, or they haven't done it yet because they need to figure out, like, how to do him while Lucamine is an evil.
Yeah. Listen, I haven't seen the show, but I'm gonna operate off of, I saw every Pokemon series, I think up to Gen 5. So I'm gonna operate off of this. I don't think that series knows how to do nuance and is afraid to. I think
enough.
they're afraid to have a character who isn't completely evil and has motivations beyond, like, just doing things on a whim. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like they made Luzamine, like, just good. And then, like,
Yeah.
they, like, because, like, how do you put, like, has Team Skull pretty much just been, like, Team Rocket?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm right. I think they just
Yeah.
fucking...
It's just been, like, these three grunts show up, and, like, they're stronger than Team Rocket, but they still just kind of show up and are just, like, bickering and trying to do petty stuff. Like, that's all they do.
Yeah, then I think they just... I feel like someone who's in charge of this, like, this is a kid's show. You can't talk about, like, whatever. The kids will get confused or something.
Yeah. I feel it. But yeah, that's about it. Rose, real quick, do you
Yeah.
want to talk about any last things?
Nah. No, I mean, we could talk
Okay.
about Zombie... Did we talk about Zombieland when it ended? Did we? We
I
stopped...
think it was on the last episode, so
We
we
haven't-
haven't
the
talked
last
about the
es-
last episode.
So we can do that real quick.
Sure.
That was good. I'm excited.
Yes.
For more, probably. I didn't know Cygames funded this. That means that it's probably going to have a second season, because Cygames has infinite money now. I don't know if you saw that Grand Blue Festival, but they have infinite money until the end of time.
I heard about the stuff that they announced there, and also the stuff that they announced there fueled some fires, but we won't talk about that on this show.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I feel like it's weird that I hope that if they end up doing a second season, they do give Yugiri a backstory episode.
Yes.
Or, like, I don't think Tai necessarily needs one, but, like, maybe.
I want her to have an episode. I don't want her to have a backstory episode.
Yeah.
Like, I still stand by my thought that they need to have an episode where she gets lost.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I'd like to learn more about the two idol girls, the ones who are like established idols in the group, because they basically only touched on how one of them died. That was it. Like, and I want to know more about like their life and stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot that they could cover in a season 2, and I hope they do that. And I hope they do that and not just do like, I don't know, some weird satire of like Love Live Sunshine or something where they do like a second wave or something.
Yeah, I would kind of hate if they introduced a whole new group.
Too. Yeah.
Like, you know, if they add like 1 or 2 more, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah.
If it was a completely different group, I would be upset.
Yeah. I don't know. You have anything that you want to say about Zombieland, or do you think we got it?
Not really.
Yeah, it's
Not
just
really,
good.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked it up a bunch. It's still probably one of my favorites from last
Anime
year.
of the season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely, no question. I loved it a lot. That's about it. I guess the last things I'll talk about real quick. I bought some manga recently because there was a buy 2 get 1 deal at Barnes & Noble. I think it's over by the time you'll be hearing this, unfortunately, but I picked up a couple of books, and I also got one for Christmas. Niall, thank you so much for sending me the volume 6 of Delicious in Dungeon. Hey, that shit's still really fucking good.
Damn right it is. Is the cat in yet?
Yeah, she just got added. Good. Everyone should be reading Delicious in Dungeon. It is incredible. It's super fun, super funny, heart-wrenching at times. Just very, very, very good. Gorgeous art. Hilarious art. That shit is like a reaction image warehouse. It's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. But, you know, that's that. But the other thing that I want to mention that I know you'll be really happy about is I got the first volume of The Ancient Magus Bride.
Yes. And did you read it yet?
Yes, I did.
What did you think?
I got 2 other books that I haven't read yet because I've been really busy because classes just started. I got the 20th Century Boys omnibus, the first one, and I got volume 4 of City. So I'll talk about those next time.
Robin will be happy about that first one.
Yeah. But I read Magus Bride. I liked it. You know, there was some stuff that I was a little like about, and I know that you've told me that they don't really go into that at times. And I was just like, they bring up that she's 15, and then they're always talking about how he's gonna marry her. And I mean, I'm just like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I love the world so much. Oh my god, I love how the characters interact. Chisei is a really interesting character. I relate to how she interacts with the world. I understand, and I also really like how the characters are understanding.
Yes.
And I just
I love that series. All right, listen.
We just talked about how dumb Boogie Pop is.
Yeah.
The fuck's a sleigh beggy?
Sleigh beggy. What's wrong with sleigh beggy? It's a Celtic term, right? That's what they're going for. Is like, it's all old magic and stuff like that. So they're going with that. It was Sleigh Vega. I use that as a handle in a couple places before they translated it officially, just because Japanese romanization and stuff like that.
They gotta the fucking Celtic folks need to apologize to us all
for sleigh beggy.
For a lot of things, but sleigh beggy's one of them.
I love sleigh beggy. I think it's cute.
All right, that's your prerogative.
But I also like Boogie Pop, so I mean, like, I'm over here.
Look, like, it's funny and it's weird, and I don't hate it, but I'm just sitting there like reading, and they're like, oh, she's a sleigh beggy, and I'm just like, how are you not cracking a smile saying that? Like,
well, it's because when you find out what a sleigh beggy is, you won't be cracking a smile.
I guess.
But I don't know how much. Do they have much of the, like, when they go chibi, when they turn small and, like, make a little joke in the first book? I can't
I think
remember.
they did. I think they do that like once or twice, where like I don't remember his
Elias.
name. The main Elias, yeah. Like sometimes he'll say a little quip and he'll go kind of chibi. I think they did that like once or twice, but that was it.
That's really good later in the series. Like it's really
Okay.
good when things are like really like shit is happening, and then they just like make like a little joke. It's like, oh yeah, they're friends. Like everyone's like just like they're all.
Okay.
It's nice. That yeah, I love Magus Bride a lot.
I guess to give you an idea of where I am, it's I just got to the point where Chise is about to like purify that like big blob
The Big
that
Blob.
was
Yeah,
made. Yeah, that was made from like the hatred of a guy or something, and like his wife, because his wife died and
yeah.
he killed a bunch of cats or some shit.
The Kingdom of Cats, right? Yeah.
Yes, which is very funny.
Yeah.
It's super funny.
I fucking love just like when they're like when I think when they get on the train and the cat's like, "Oh, so this is the girl you're marrying or whatever, right?" And she's like, "Even cats know." Like even cats know about this.
I think my favorite part was when they're talking to the king of the cats, and then the little girl just comes out, and it's just like, "What are you doing in front of my house? Why are you talking to my cat?"
Yeah. It's great. Like I honestly think like the whole series is very like recently it's gotten, I'd say since the first ending it hasn't like dropped any of its levity or anything, but like it's definitely gotten more serious since like
Okay.
the anime's first season ending in the manga, but it's still like really like light-hearted and like warm is how I always describe that series. Like it's
Okay.
very like homey.
So here's my question, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you recommend I keep reading the manga, or do you think I should just watch the anime? And keep in mind that I do kind of prefer reading manga.
You like reading manga. The manga's great. Like
Okay.
the show is very good. And has, it's not like amazing animation because I mean, what are you going to animate in that series? Like overly the top, like a Mob Psycho thing. There's not really much.
Yeah,
But
they just kind of hang out and talk.
yeah, the music's very nice. It's seriously, you could just
Okay.
listen to like some of the music from the series, and I think just read. Honestly, like
Okay.
the manga's fantastic. I love the art style that they go for. It only gets
Mhm.
like better over time too. Um, yeah, no, you should be totally fine
Okay.
to read the manga.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's move on to our questions and opinions.
Yeah,
If you want to send in some of this stuff, you can go ahead and go to videogamecheatsheet.tumblr.com/ask, and you'll sound like these folks. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between opinions and questions. Who gives a shit? So this one was supposed to be on last episode. It got in a little late, but I'll read it anyway. Horror Errors says, Zombieland Saga is the breakout show of the season, and I love it, and I'm sad that it's ending. It really needs a second season, because they could do much more with it still. JoJo's has also been pretty good, a great adaptation of the most disappointing and disjointed parts. The only other show I've kept up with this season is Thunderbolt Fantasy, which is great, but continues to be Gen Urobuchi's puppet theater in both good and bad ways. So, yeah, I mean, I watched the first episode of Thunderbolt Fantasy, and I
did
really
too.
liked it.
Yeah.
I have been meaning to watch more of it. So, you know, I guess that's another recommendation for that one.
I wasn't expecting so much, almost not quite animation, but special effects in that series as
Yeah.
there was. I was like impressed, honestly.
For sure. Let's see here. Down the Clown asks, what are your general opinions on the idol genre of anime, and do they differ from your feelings on real idol culture? I don't really care. I mean, I'm also the kind of person that can, separate things based on what they are and what they represent. So, to an extent, I'm kind of like, yeah, idol anime does normalize the shittiness of real idol culture, but at the same time, like, I can't get too mad at, like, fucking Love Live or Idol Master, because at the very least in the show, they aren't being tortured constantly. So I can understand if people watch it and enjoy it and don't constantly
Yeah.
have to remind themselves, but that girl had to shave her head. Like, no, like, you don't have to do that. Like, be aware, but also don't rain on your own parade.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you should. That's the way to do it. I personally have never really been a fan of the genre. I think Zombieland's like the only thing I like, and that's mostly because it's barely that. Honestly,
Yeah, it's mostly just a comedy and drama show,
Yeah.
but they have songs. Like, that's basically it.
like yeah, I've never been a big fan of like Idolmaster or anything like that. Mostly because like I can disconnect it, obviously, and I have no judgment on anyone who enjoys this stuff at all. Don't take this as that. But like, I've never been comfortable with like seeing how like voice actors for those stuff end up being forced into like doing the same stuff that real idols do. Ends up making me just feel like, okay, so it's just a never-ending loop. Except these ones have to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm just like, But that's why it's so much I like Bandori, Bang Dream, so much, because it's bands, so they just do normal concerts and stuff.
Okay. Anonymous asks, Galax is such a cool and an interesting program that the show expects people to use constantly in everyday life. But what kind of banal, everyday thing do you think you'd be comfortable to ask a complete stranger on an app to help you out with? Well, seeing as how I just got told by my therapist that I need to go to a special group assignment to fix my social anxiety issues, nothing.
Yeah, no, I totally get you.
I guess that's your answer. Sorry, we all have brain problems.
I'm gay. It's tough out here to just be like, hey, random people. I don't know. Help me reach something tall on a shelf. Random person. I can't reach it. Help me.
If we're thinking about the idealistic version of the world that Gotcha Man wants us to believe is possible, I mean, I would say, whatever. Like, if I just, like, I feel like at some point, if Galax really existed, you could just be like, hey, I need a ride somewhere.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
just put out in the world that, like, instead of having to call an Uber or something, you could just be like, oh, hey, this person's already going that way. They'll pick you up.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, like, something like that would be nice. Just, someone who, if you have a stain on your shirt or something, then you could be like, oh, this person's about to start a load of laundry in this laundromat. Why don't you go throw your shirt in there? Like, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's
cute.
so good. Yeah.
I like the concept a lot. It's very cute. Century Punk asks, what's your favorite Super Sentai style superhero team adaptation or parody? So I guess this is not necessarily what's your favorite, like, tokusatsu. What's your favorite, like, anime version of one or other adaptation or even a parody of one? Because Gotcha Man is basically that. It's an adaptation. It's a new age version of Gotcha Man.
Millennial Gotcha Man.
What would you say is your favorite?
Samurai Flamenco.
There you go. Yeah, Samurai Flamenco. I mean, it's not a team, but yeah.
Hey, there's the Flamenco girls.
That's right.
And at one point,
also,
there is a team, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say there is the arc where he joins the team. Yeah.
God, that anime is so good.
It's super good.
Oh, man.
I mean, if we were doing 20-something episode things, that would be something that would be homework.
But we can't do it without doing all of it, is like the hell of that show, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But, yeah. I do want to give a shout out to something that was introduced to me last night in Chooch Chat. There's this there's this tokusatsu show from the 70s. This guy just called Red Man. And he's like Ultraman if Ultraman was a fucking prick.
All right.
It's just like every episode is like 5 minutes long, and it just shows like kaiju monster walking around in like a fucking like crevice, and then Red Man shows up and starts like just walloping the fuck out of them, like raining blows, like hip tossing them, just beating the ever loving fuck out of them. And it's like these monsters are not bothering anybody. There's multiple scenes of the monsters running away from Red Man, and Red Man's chasing after them, throwing fucking
Man,
knives
Red Man,
at them,
chill the fuck out.
beating the shit out of them. It's so good. And all of the monsters are like from Ultraman, like they're Ultraman costumes. So basically, our theory is just that like the people behind Ultraman just made it because they were pissed as fuck and wanted to beat the shit out of them. Because they were like, "Fuck this shit, fuck this stupid ass show, fuck Ultraman." Like we're making Red Man, he's just gonna beat the hell out of them.
Red Man for the common folk.
Like, I'm legitimately surprised that in one episode Red Man doesn't just pull out a Glock and just start shoot them. Like, I'm so surprised that hasn't happened in any of the ones that I've seen. Horror Errors, again, Horror Errors is really hitting us with the stuff this time.
Hell yeah.
They sent in a question, would you let Bird Katse kiss you? Because I'd let Bird Katse kiss me. Probably not. I kind of don't want to get blamed for murders or anything like that. But, you know, that's your prerogative, I guess.
Hey, some people are into that sort of thing, and there's no judgment here.
No, there's not. I'm just saying I'm not. So that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see how things go. Like, maybe, like, they live inside a fragment of my soul or whatever the fuck happened there, and then, like, we can see where that goes.
I feel like if another being was inside of my body, all I would be hearing is, "Why are you choosing to do this?"
Yeah,
Don't-
John.
Don't turn into that drive-through. Don't, John, stop. Like,
Yeah.
oh boy. All right. Anonymous asks, Sugane has his sword. Hajime has her scissors. They mention another character's powers, but it's a spoiler for season 2. So I'm not going to mention that in case you decide to watch it.
Yeah.
What tool would your inspiration be for your Gotcha Man form? I guess what would your weapon be if you were a Gotcha Man? I want a laser.
Yeah? Like a laser pointer, but like actually hurts people, or like
Yeah, something like that. Like maybe like when I'm a normal man, like I am now, I would just have like a laser pointer. But then when I turn into a Gotcha Man, it becomes like a big ass like basically I want the Space Harrier thing. I want the big ass Space Harrier gun and just run around with that shit. Oh man, can I just be Space Harrier? I just want to be Space Harrier.
Who doesn't want to be Space Harrier? You can just float. Like, it's great.
Yeah. I go to the fantasy zone. I'm always ready to go to the fantasy zone. Rose, what would your item be?
Cynical me says game fuel. Like, just
how would you use that in combat?
You just have nozzles and you fire it and it burns things because it's acid.
I was gonna say maybe you could like drink it and you'd like get super.
Oh right, yeah, sure, that'd be good too.
It'd be like Bane.
Yeah. Optimistic is candles, and then it'd just be like fire because I love candles.
Ooh, okay, that does sound pretty nice. Okay.
Yeah. Smell nice all the time.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right. Horror Errors actually sent in another batch.
Damn, knocking it out of the park here, bud.
Some more recent opinions, I guess, from this episode. JoJo Part 5 has been enjoyable to watch, but even animated, it's definitely one of the weaker parts due to the weak cast and some of the stands not making any sense. The boat stand specifically is nonsense. Yeah. New Mob Psych goes off to a great start, and I hope Mob can be happy. Also, I just started watching The Slime Show, and it's so good and wholesome. Rimuru is great, and his kindness is so refreshing. I envy him, especially after he gets a very cute human body. I agree with all of that. How do you feel?
Yeah, part 5, I think, like, the damning condemnation of part 5 is, me and 2 of my girlfriends have watched JoJo every part since part 1 together. Like, on a weekly thing. And we are 4 episodes behind on part 5, which has never happened to us before. We've never been like that. We've always just been, like, on Friday, like, we're like, oh, when can we watch JoJo? When can we watch JoJo? Yeah,
I'm in a similar boat where last week I caught up on everything, and it was easier to catch up because this past Friday was a was a clip show episode. So I was just like, whatever, I'll catch up, and then I don't have to worry about this next week. But yeah, it's like I watched every episode of Part 4 day it came out, and this time I'm just like, whatever, I'll catch up in like a week or two, whatever. Let's see here. The Mighty Mighty Boss Stones asks, live action adaptations of anime are out. Anime adaptations of live action is in. What's a TV series, movie, or other real-life thing you want to see as an anime, and what studio would helm the project? I want Law and Order.
Oh, hell yes.
Set in the future.
Oh, so Psychopaths.
But not written by Urobuchi.
Impossible.
Damn. I want Dick Wolf to keep writing it. That's
all right,
yeah. It can be animated by whoever did Psychopaths.
It should be like torn from the anime headlines. Like someone's like, Kirito's new whatever, insert it on that thing, and it's like, yeah, this guy got his new thing from whatever, and he died in a VR game or whatever, like just bullshit like that. Like the Lupin episode that week is like about like, I don't know, fucking like Lupin like stealing the Eiffel Tower, and it's just like, guy thought he could steal a miniature Tokyo Tower or something like that. Like
that's sick. Fuck Katse, he ran over 10 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, that would be good. All right, you know what? Yeah. All right.
God, what about you? What's your choice?
Let me think about. Listen. It's been a hot while since I've watched anything live action. I'm gonna be real with you.
I just watched Law and Order. That's all.
That's all I watched too. I watched reruns of Criminal Intent. Yeah.
Whips ass.
I think. I mean, it could be a movie. What's a movie that I liked? I would honestly like. I don't want to say like, oh wow, they need to make more Marvel things, but I would legitimately like if they made like some sort of Marvel series into like a good anime. Like,
yeah, because there's that
like
weird
really
like
one.
Avengers anime.
Yeah,
that, like nobody gives a shit about.
Exactly, but I'd like a really good one that like has its own original story but uses those concepts or something. Like, I feel like
sure
that would be interesting, but
yeah. I mean, like a Spider-Verse type thing.
Exactly. Like I think Spider-Verse shows the power of what that could be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's see here. Harlequin Wheels comes to us with an opinion and a question.
Ooh.
Their opinion is, y'all already covered Zombieland and Eurocamp for favorite shows of 2018, and those are both my faves. My third place spot is a surprise even to me, as it's a Sword Art Online spin-off. I fell off the series a long while ago, but for some reason decided to give SAO alternative Gun Gale Online a shot half a year ago, and it turned out to be really entertaining, standalone, haremless story that I highly recommend. You watched a little Gun Gale Online, right?
I haven't actually. I keep meaning to because everyone's like, hey, you should watch this because it's like the things you say you like about Sword Art Online and not the parts you don't like about Sword Art Online.
Yeah, maybe don't subject yourself to the bullshit.
Hey, it's really funny when Kirito like starts crying and then a bunch of flowers come back to life because I don't know, God loves Kirito. Like that's the funniest thing in the world to me. Like if that happens, It's just like, damn. All right.
Okay. Fair enough. And they ask, what are your most and least anticipated shows of the new season? So I gotta pull up the season real quick. I'll be honest, like I looked at this season list recently, and like the only thing that I care about is Mob. Like that's the only thing that I like saw and was like, yeah. Like I might check out Boogie Pop now that you've recommended it, and I mean that's really it though. Like there's some dumb shit that I might check out. Like I might watch that fucking VTuber show because that sounds like a fucking disaster.
Oh yeah. Hey, it has those people that I like, the school club virtual YouTubers. They're on it apparently. They're the only virtual YouTubers I know. You would like them.
You think? Yeah, because the only virtual YouTubers that I like kind of kept up with was like I tried to keep up with but that kind of got impossible because she's so prolific and she's just making shit constantly. And then I kept up with Luna for a while, and she was really funny. And then, like, she went on hiatus for a really long time. And then she came back and she just keeps talking about like other VTubers. I don't know who the
Yeah.
fuck they are. So I was just like, I can't keep up with you. Like you're talking about like 17 other channels and I can't watch all of that. So I'm just, like I don't watch any of them anymore.
I'll send you the problem with the school club one is that most of them aren't translated. I'm going to send you one that is, because I think you'll really like it, because the head girl of the channel, it's like 4 friends or whatever, is a competitive Pokemon player, like all the way to the point where she like thinks about it like a lot and like delivers it in a really understandable way, and it's really good, honestly. Like
I want to watch that.
I think you'll like it. I'll find it for you. But the
so
actual question, yeah, what?
I will say real quick, another one of my favorite VTuber things that I saw was there's this like Roboton girl or some shit.
Yeah.
Roboco. Yeah,
I saw
Roboco.
that, yeah.
And there was a Pokemon tournament for the VTubers, and she did not get a single hit in.
I saw that. That's so sad. Oh, God.
Poor girl just completely walloped. Yeah, just I don't really have anything that I'm looking forward to, or I don't even really care enough to say that don't care about anything.
Do you have any for like
Rose,
the year, like coming up? Do you know? Like
for the rest of the year?
Yeah, like just since you don't have any for the season, like I mean,
like Detective Waiver, I would think. I can't think of anything. What I don't know what else is coming out. Let me check spring 2019. They haven't even updated this shit because they're fucking assholes, I guess. I don't fucking know. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. What about you?
So I have a bunch. All right.
Okay.
So for this season, Kakagurui has a second season. I like Kakagurui. I am excited to see more Boogie Pop now. When is Dorahedro this year?
Maybe?
I don't know if it was.
Dorahedoro?
Dorahedoro. Sorry, yeah. I always mix up the names. That I was looking forward to that once they announced an anime of that.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I got on the fucking website and I can actually look at it. Let's see here. For summer, actually, yeah, there is another thing that I'm looking forward to. Dr. Stone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Stone.
I have, yeah.
I read the first volume of the manga and I really liked it. So I'm interested to see what that could be as an anime.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, but is there anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Shield Hero being in discussions because it's like we just got through Goblin Slayer. It was finally over. I was like, we're finally free, and now this is like the big thing Crunchyroll's pushing.
Goblin Slayer is a fucking fresh breeze compared to
this. I know. Like that first episode, for everything I heard about it is like great, and then the rest of the show's about that too. Apparently, like, that's just epic. Honestly, that's just.
It's rough, but what else?
Good anime. Good anime. I'm excited for. I don't know if the Zoku Owari Monogatari has come out yet, but I'm excited for that because I love it. They just announced. I don't know if it's this year or not, but I love Made in Abyss. They're doing the next arc of Made in Abyss as a movie. I'm excited for that, and then I think the only other thing I can think about is about not looking forward to is that Attack on Titan is still fucking going.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, hey, I'm just gonna watch a bunch of bullshit. I think there's like a couple, like, I think there's like a crossover isekai horrible anime that has like all the Konosuba people and the ReZero people or something. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna watch that and be like, yeah, I love garbage. This is great.
Yeah. All right, yeah. We got one last question. Again, feel free to send in questions as videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask. They say it's anonymous. Dear Anime Podcast, please keep us updated on your watch of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It would make a great recurring feature, and the show itself becomes emotionally and thematically profound in the 3rd and 4th season. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either. I'm so sorry.
I don't know why we're still watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. This is not the anime podcast doing this. This is me and a bunch of dipshits in the Chooch chat watching it, okay?
Yeah, I'm not getting in on this. Sorry. I'm not.
And before anyone says anything, I am absolutely including myself in the dipshits category, okay? Because it's... I got really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, though. I started playing Duel Links. I bought cards.
I saw you saying, my goodness gracious.
I bought sleeves for the cards. I'm probably going to end up buying a deck box because I don't want the cards to get bent in my bag. I don't even know where I'm going to take them. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? I don't have an answer for you.
It makes me happy to look at them.
All right. Wait, what more do you need?
Yeah.
That's me and Fate Go. I look at my Fate Go friends and I go, oh, yeah, I look their Saber. I love Saber.
Yeah, I'm upset because there's an archetype now called Danger with an exclamation point, and they're all cryptids.
Oh yeah, Mothman.
But they're really good cards, so they're worth like $40 a pop.
No.
Like Danger's Tsuchinoko, which is a really good card in that it's a Tsuchinoko card, but it's like $40 right now, and I want it so bad, but I don't want to spend $40 on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's very upsetting. My favorite part about it is that for most of the cryptids, it's just Danger! Exclamation point, but the one for the Jackalope and the Tsuchinoko, it's Danger! With a question mark and an exclamation point, because they're not actually dangerous, because they're just little creatures.
They're just little creatures.
I like it a lot. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is stupid. There was an episode where Bastion, who is in the yellow dorm, there was this arc where they had to protect the 3 Sacred Beast cards, which are basically the god cards for this season, and they suck. But Bastion got challenged by this Amazon lady, this literal Amazon lady, and she was like hitting on him the whole match. And as it kept going, he kind of got more and more horny, and he lost. And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you now." And there was a scene where like he was in the Coliseum with her, and everyone else was outside the Coliseum, and they were just like, "I wonder if Bastion's okay." And then you just hear him go, "Ah!" And it sounds like he's getting the nut wrung out of him. And it's supposed to be him losing a duel, but it sounds like he's like his balls are coming out of the tip of his dick. It's fucked up.
Is this?
It's fucked up. There's another episode where Chaz, who is the main rival character, who had never expressed interest in the main girl ever, all of a sudden, like he gets trapped in like an orb with her, and then when he wakes up, he's basically just like, oh shit, I'm in love with her. So he steals all the keys that are protecting the sacred beasts, and he challenges her to a duel, and if he wins, she has to date him. So she beats him, and because he was holding all of the keys once you lose while you're holding one of the keys, they teleport over and unlock one of the gates to the sacred beasts. So because he was holding all of them for no reason, they opened the lock, and then that's when the final boss showed up because he got really horny.
I'm like,
it's really fucking stupid.
It sounds like it. I hope you're at least having fun with it. It's okay. I was expecting you to go, yeah, no, we were having fun with it or whatever. Or like, it's funny to think of it. And you're just like, immediately you're like,
Look, we were watching Duel Masters for a while there. I'm glad we're not watching Duel Masters anymore.
At least there's that. You animals! Just watch something good.
No. Because The problem is that if we did watch something good, we would we kind of watch it in the background. We have our banter over it, so we don't want to have
yes,
something that we
okay.
have to put that much attention into. You know,
Okay.
it's that kind of shit. Anyway, I guess I'll tell you more about Duel. I'll tell you if any of the other characters get really horny and in the process
Thank you.
threaten the world's existence, because that literally happened. Like him, I there was an episode where they talked about their card crushes, and by that I mean like they talked about which cards they thought were hot.
Could you imagine if Pokemon was just like, hey, what
I mean, at the very least with Yu-Gi-Oh, there's like, all right,
humans?
sure. Yeah. Okay, so there's another really fucked up episode, and it comes out of nowhere where they're having this like dual monster festival where it's supposed to be like, oh, we're just celebrating dual monsters, and people are cosplaying as the different monsters and stuff, and it's kind of cute. But Cyrus, who's Jaden's the main character. Cyrus is Jaden's like sidekick. Cyrus just horny as shit, and all of a sudden, Dark Magician Girl just shows up. Like the actual Dark Magician Girl shows up, and challenges Jaden to a duel, and then Jaden wins. But Cyrus is just like freaking horny the whole time, and then he's like sitting there on a log after the events of the episode, and he's just like, I miss Dark Magician Girl, and then she like shows up and kisses him on the cheek, and it's just like. He's like dating real Dark Magician Girl or some shit. I don't. It's fucking stupid.
What the hell? Why is so like? And then I realized like Yu-Gi-Oh gets weirder. Like,
It's baffling how fucking horny it is.
yeah, like think how horny it's gonna get when one of the dudes is an alien.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that I'm really glad that I was able to introduce the phrase "got the nut wrung out of him" to a bunch of people. So
Ugh.
that's what it sounds like. He sounds like
Yeah,
he's in
great.
agony. Oh boy. All right. Well, thank you so
Well,
much.
that's the
everyone.
podcast. Yeah. Glad Trixie got to miss that one. She escaped. Maybe she had like
Oh,
a
man.
premonition and like saw this combination
Gotta get the
happening.
fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
like
Oh boy. All right. Well, look, we'll be back in 2 weeks to keep talking about more anime. But in the meantime, we're gonna give you your assignment for this month.
yeah.
This month, I want you. I chose this month, so I want everyone to watch Serial Experiments Lane. Now,
Woo.
I've never seen this. I know you've seen it. I know
Yep.
Trixie has seen it. But this will be my first time. And just to let you all know, it is all on YouTube for free on Funimation's YouTube channel. So it's up there legally. I don't have to feel bad about telling you about it. So go watch it. It's all up there for free in HD. So there's no excuse. You don't even need a Crunchyroll account to watch it. But yeah, you have until next month to watch that, and we'll come back in 2 weeks with another episode of Choochagatari Unlimited Train Works. And if you're listening to this on the free channel, just $1 will get this to you a week early, a whole week early.
The whole week.
So you can get on that for $1 a month. $1 a month for 2 episodes early. That's such a deal. Like, we should be charging you more. We should be. I'm dumb as shit for not charging you more, but you know what? That's how it goes.
We love the common man.
Yes, thank you though.
Yes, thank you.
That's the lowest amount of money I could do it. All right, so there you go. Thank you though. I sincerely thank you, and we will see you in 2 weeks with another episode of Choochagatari Unlimited Train Works.
Yeah.